Good afternoon, boys and girls. Welcome to another flip session. This time, our focus is on literature circles. What are they and how will we be using them in the classroom? We've selected a variety of different books ranging in interests, topics, and genres. Hopefully you will find one of these books interesting and choose to do your literature circles on them. Why are we doing literature circles? The purpose for literature circles is to question the text deeper. We want to think critically about the text and go beyond the surface and think about the larger ideas. We want to question the text and examine everything they have in store. In addition, we want multiple perspectives. When we collaborate, we bring out the best in others and ourselves. We want to challenge your thinking and your thoughts, as well as challenge the ideas of others. That's why our focus will be sharing ideas and talking to our peers about what we are reading. Please review the parent note attached in the package at home. Go over it with your parents or your guardians and read what your expectations are for the literature circles. Each night there will be responsibilities you will have to do at home. Responsibilities range from your assigned reading each night to completing a reflection journal no more than 3/4 to 1 page, as well as any unfinished work from the class. What are literature circles and what are you responsible for? Once a week, you will have to come prepared to talk about your book. Prepare to discuss points in advance. It is really important that everyone must participate in these discussions. Lastly, it will be incredibly important that you and your parents sign below to agree that you have read the information and know what your responsibilities are. In the package, you will also find a calendar. This one is just a sample of what I have done previously. You should note the chapters are included in the calendar. You must know that for a given day, you are responsible to come in with these chapters already read. That means for Wednesday, you will have to have read chapters 2 and 4 the night before. During literature circle study, you will be responsible for a new station each day. Stations range from the literature circles themselves to vocabulary activities to reading comprehension activities, journalings, and sometimes you will have art activities to complete in class. These may slightly change depending on your book. One of the expectations, along with your nightly readings, is a journal activity. These journals are not meant to be difficult, but for you to do so you can keep note of what's happening in the book. Start each journal with the chapter and the date. Give a small summary or write about one of the topics below. The journals should be no more than 3/4 of a page to 1 full page. The structure of the literature circles is listed on this page. Please read it over carefully. During the literature circles, you will have to first summarize the book. Each person in the group will take turns summarizing a chapter. Each person in the group will take turns summarizing the chapters they have read. Next, everyone will take turns listing their favorite passage and why they think it's so important to the book. Following that, you'll make connections. Remember to think about deeper connections and don't just touch on the superficial aspects of the book. Following that is your turn to ask questions. Anything you're unsure about is free game. You may also want to ask questions to bring out your peers' thinking. Challenge what they know, challenge misconceptions in the book. Lastly is your chance to have a free talk with your group. Talk about anything you wish that goes along with the book. For your literature circles, it's important to remember this is your chance to talk about the book. Challenge your thoughts and the thoughts of your group. This is where most of your marks will come from in this unit. Show me how much you know. Impress your groups, impress me. Don't be shy. You will be assessed by your group. You will also be assessed by yourself about how much you contribute and how rich the discussions are. Lastly, It is incredibly important that you take this very seriously. Be responsible and show up with all the materials you need to discuss your book. What you will need to bring. During the day of your literature circles, you'll need to bring your daily reflection journal. Also, you'll need to fill out the KWL chart. The chart is shown here. This chart is to help you organize your ideas and prepare for the literature circles. The know part should discuss deeper thinkings, themes, symbols, connections, important quotes, and comparisons you have with the book. The wonder is where you list the questions, any confusing points, any ideas you want to bring up to the group to have their thoughts. It should not be yes or no questions. They should be opinionated, deeper thinking questions. To help you organize your thoughts, I've included these charts. Please go over the sheets and list examples from each of these questions. Lastly, after you've completed your discussion with your group, you can fill out this learned passage. This will act as your exit card. What have you learned from your classmates? What new understandings or ideas have been brought out because of the discussion you've had? Lastly, remember to enjoy your book. Have a good time reading it, and hopefully you will find a new appreciation for reading.